I'd like to thank the Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander communities all over Australia for never giving up in a fight to be heard and in a fight to be recognised and in a fight against what's probably often and truly a discriminatory regime in terms of where they have to fight just for those basic recognitions that ordinary Australians often enjoy and don't appreciate because they've never had to fight for it. I want to acknowledge our Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander MUA members because without them we probably would never have been blessed with the education to go forward on programs such as this, other social justice issues, and their contributions are truly a part of what makes the MUA, the Maritime Union of Australia, such a great organisation. Without that, I think there would be a piece missing. I'd like to thank the MUA for being the great organisation it is and allowing a group of collective, many would say if you listen to the Australian and a few others around the joint bunch of no-hopers, but for a bunch of no-hopers we do all right in social justice issues and looking after workers. And I want to acknowledge the Paddy Crumlin in particular for the vision to allow these programs and the fight for social justice in a lot of areas, not just this particular area but many areas, where this union plays a significant role, and we don't apologise for those struggles. I mean, somebody's got to do it, and I'm just really proud to be part of an organisation that punches above its weight every day of the week for the last 140 years, and probably for the next 140 years will continue to do so. I want to acknowledge the Maritime Museum for all the assistance to make this possible. I want to acknowledge Tribal Warrior for, when we first started discussing this and for being such a big venture and, for taking on such a huge venture and a huge resource and having the courage to say, yep, put your hand up, we'll give this a go. And it's a tremendous amount of courage. And the last block that I want to acknowledge, and certainly by no means the least, is Svitzer. From what came as a conversation, Svitzer as an employer stepped up to the moment. And quite often in the day-to-day operations and the relationships between employees and employers, many a time all you ever hear of is the conflict. You never ever hear of the good news stories and the collaboration in terms of what we can do when we all work together to make something possible. And at the end of the day, all we're really doing is trying to provide opportunities and close gaps for people that don't have or have been kept out of the loop in terms of those opportunities. And I think Svitzer's made that conversation and those opportunities a potential reality. So thanks very much to Svitzer.